Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Zala from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Chachodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Blessings to the hopeful and sincere elect. It's another quick sit down in regards to D-Day Trump and, the king of Babylon the Great, aka the cruel king, the cruel lord, and his austerity measures that he's going to be pushing in these last days in regards to seditious behaviour, as he called it in his article, punishable by death. And we all know, according to Revelations 20 verse 4, that the new form of capital punishment, beheadings using the guillotine, is going to be a major way of punishing citizens and anyone that's against the American government, aka the Babylonian New World Order, in these last days, man, especially when it comes to them mandating the C-HIP technology, which is the RFID C-HIP, MOT to the B system. And anyone that doesn't want to get down where they get down should be killed, as it says in Revelation 13 verse 15, meaning shut out, but also like literally being killed. And as I said, a new form of capital punishment is going to be by way of guillotine, although they're also going to have, militarized police, his own personal Gestapo, police, private police, security, state police that he has, National Guard as they call them, moving around different states for the time of martial law and the hour of temptation to reinforce order through the chaos, and part of that is there's going to be firing squads, on deck, so-called curfew police and so on and so forth. And they're going to be executing a lot of jakes out here, the 2/3, because they're going to have the license to kill by their own President TJ Trump, aka Nero 47, man, the cruel lord. So in this article here from The Guardian, put up a few hours ago, it says outrage after Trump accuses Democrats of seditious behavior punishable by death. So now, even if you're a so-called part of the American society in regards to the politics and political world, so to speak, you could still be seen as an enemy of the state, and the punishment for seditious behavior is going to be punishment by death. Anyone that doesn't want to listen or take authority from the American government, especially in these last days. It says U.S. President roundly decreed for the truth social host after lawmakers told military personnel to refuse illegal orders. So these military men, women, they're just useless eaters, man. They're jarheads, so to speak. They have to do what they're told, and they can't refuse orders, otherwise it's going to be seen as illegal and going against their rank and order, so to speak. And it's going to be punishable by death if they refuse certain decisions coming straight from their the authorities of the government, so to speak. So Democrats expressed outrage after Donald Trump accused a group of Democratic lawmakers of engaging in seditious behavior punishable by death, and that they should be arrested after a video posted in which they told active service members they should refuse illegal orders. So the Democrats are going against what's been decreed from the American government, and they're saying that advising service members to refuse illegal orders is a punishment that's punishable by death, which is crazy. But this is the extent to what is going to be made normal in these last coming days, because at the end of the day, this new world order, especially from the wicked elite, the average person is not really down for it. But Esau's going to put them into the corner where they're going to have to accept it, because they're going to have no choice. Their backs are going to be against the wall, and it's going to be a thing of their personal safety and security being in question. So they're going to have to accept it whether they like it or not. And the new protocols of buying and selling regarding merchandise and purchasing and so on and so forth, goods, The new form of buying and selling the new currency is going to be all digital on these digital platforms, man, with the CBDCs and so on and so forth. Digital coins. So Esau is going to get doing away with the physical money system and turning everything digital. So people ain't gonna have a choice but to accept it, because these devils on top, the oligarchs of society, the 1%, they're the ones making these decisions, man. Which everyone underneath them is not really necessarily down for. But as I said, there's the pressure from above, pressure from below. That's gonna force them into accepting this new world order, especially when it comes to taking that biometric device. So anyone that doesn't want to accept that is going to be seen as seditious, a problem basically that needs to be eradicated and solved. And Esau's solution to that is basically the death penalty. It says the video released on Tuesday features 6 Democratic lawmakers who previously served in the military and intelligence roles, including senators, so on and so forth. We've got 6 good names there. I can't bother to read them all. It said, like us, you all swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution, which is just a piece of paper according to, Bush, which Bush Jr. said not too long ago in his administration. It says the lawmakers said in the 90-second video, and right now, the threats to our Constitution are not just coming from abroad, but they're right here at home. It says our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders. You can refuse illegal orders. You must refuse illegal orders. No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or the Constitution. And what's the main ones that they're trying to violate right now? People's so-called amendment rights to carry legalities to carry weapons, Second Amendment rights. The First Amendment right is basically what the freedom of speech, and all these different things, and that's going to be impeached upon or impeded upon in these last days, because Esau's trying to get rid of people's freedom of speech. He's trying to censor people's people that want to speak out, especially in these last days against the American government. And it's only going to get worse, especially when they mandate C-hipping of this, the RFID C-hipping, the MOT to the B, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get legal access to all these different social programs and networks, by taking that biometric device underneath your skin, to gain access to this system, So they're impeding upon your freedom of speech, your right to move, and all of that. So-called Second Amendment rights to bear arms. Esau wants to get rid of that, for all these different psyops and false flag events that happen every so often. So this is a war against the so-called American Constitution, man. So-called civil rights and all of that. American Constitution is basically the main target for the American government, or Trump and his oligarchs, basically. So they're gonna make it illegal to basically go against their what they're dictating, basically, man. It's gonna get crazy out here, and it's gonna be so black. It's gonna be so bad that even people that was part of the American government are gonna be seditious. As you can see in this article here, certain lawmakers are turning against the authorities of the American government. So this is telling you that, Satan's divided against Satan, basically. How should these kingdoms stand? It should be brought to desolation,